So this is the newest trailer for Scarlet and Violet. Gonna check it out. Now, obviously, this was earlier. New additions bring more excitement to Pokemon battles. Now, this, if we go back, we look at this. This is where they show off this part. Get us a little bit better view. There we have it. See, they show off a new Pokemon here with this, which, interestingly enough, makes you think of two things: shift gear, and I think the other one was automatize or automize or whatever it was. I think it was automize, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about the automize thing. But I do know one move this makes me think of: shift gear, which makes you think of the Clink line. So if you have shift gear, you've definitely got to have Clink in the game. It wouldn't make any sense to have shift gear and not have Clink, right? That would be silly. But that's just me. And then there's this, which obviously explains there's this part, which, explains some stuff. Like this scene here shows Lilligant, which I'm pretty sure we already knew about. And then this here obviously goes into more of what seems to be maybe multiplayer battles of some sort, or it could be your character facing off against NPCs. I have no idea. Feels more like a multiplayer battle type of thing. But this person sends out a Cloyster, and then this one sends out the new one. Look at it. Anyone reminded of Koraidon and Miraidon? Interesting. Cyclizar. Dragon and normal. Anyone else heard of any dragon and normal Pokemon? I'm not entirely sure I have. Correct me in the comments, but I think we haven't had any dragon and normals before. I could be way off base, but I feel like we haven't had any dragon and normals in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But Cyclizar, Shed Tail, brand new move. Create a substitute, then swap places with the party Pokemon in waiting. Ooh, haha. So it's basically substitute and baton pass in one move. So not only do you create a substitute, but you swap places, potentially having the Pokemon that you switch in put behind the substitute immediately. So it's a free substitute for the Pokemon right as they switch in, because they're immediately put behind the substitute as soon as they switch in. Super busted. Remember, we don't have the games yet, so this is all theoretical. Substitute. Switches in Magnezone, which gets put behind the substitute immediately. It looks like we might be right. But we'll have to wait. There's Sea Titan. We've seen Sea Titan. And is it just me, or do these two look like twins? I don't know why, but I feel like those are twins. This one and this one. I feel like they're twins right here. But enough of that. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Azumarill, Sea Titan. Ah, a new herb, a new item. Mirror herb. Copies an opponent's stat increases when consumed. Ah, ho ho ho! Super busted. Because this could really help you if you're in a pinch. Right? You give your Pokemon a mirror herb to hold, and then something you know has a status move like a Azumarill increases their stats, and then boom, you use the mirror herb, and then boom, instant stat increases equal to the opponent's stat increases they just did, which means super busted herb right there. Great for competitive, in my opinion. But remember, I've never done competitive before, but still, I think it would be great for competitive. There's a Rotom. Colossal. Okay. Clearly, this is explaining the terrestrial stuff. The terrestrial stuff. Bleh. Ah. Colossal. Clearly becoming a water type. See? Interesting. But I'm sure it would still have its abilities, so. Which I think is called Steam Engine, if I'm not mistaken. Which I imagine would be very beneficial. I'm right. Steam Engine. So it got a drastic speed increase. I was right about that. So that's great. It still has its ability. So it's very helpful. It can get hit by water type moves and not take near as much damage. Because I believe it's a fire and rock type. So yeah. Very helpful. Uh-huh. Now remember, I believe every Pokemon can be any terrestrial type. So if any Pokemon can be any Terra type, then that means super busted, this Terra stuff. Because if any Pokemon can be any Terra type, it's insane. Ah, Breloom. When was the last time we saw Breloom? Quite a while, folks. Good to see Breloom back. Old friend. Ah, new move. New item, sorry. New item. Loaded dice. Makes multi-strike moves more likely to hit more times. That is super busted. Game Freak, you're giving us super busted items. This is insane for competitive, guys. They're just making competitive super hard with these super busted items. Right? Sending in a Gallade and a Tyranitar. Okay. Tyranitar terrestrializes into what looks like a ghost type, and that helps drastically. New move, Terra Blast. Changes type when the user has terrestrialized. Interesting. So we now know what that's called. Mystery solved, folks. That was insane. Look at this, folks. Pre-orders now available at participating retailers and on Nintendo eShop. Do not forget that, guys. And don't forget about the special Pikachu, available until Tuesday, February 28th. It's an early purchase bonus, so don't forget about the Pikachu. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss another video. It helps me a lot and I really appreciate the gesture. But that's it for this video. See you in the next one.